All right, guys, this is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Hello, everybody. This is Mark, and this is
Dr. Latasha Blanton
from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And we just wanted to have some quick conversations because, hope everybody's well, first of all. And of course, we want you guys to subscribe to our channel. So if you're seeing this, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And then, of course, hit the like button. Do all the stuff that everybody on YouTube tells you to do because it just works. And of course, we're on YouTube as well. And if you're seeing this, you might be seeing this on Facebook or whatever the case may be. But yeah, we are a travel and tourism company. We are the owners. She's the owner. I'm the owner. And we do a lot of travel to South Africa. We bring tons and tons of people on their first trip to Africa, give them the opportunity. What else do we do, Tasha?
We show them everything that's available here, especially in South Africa. We show them the opportunities. We show them the lifestyles that are available. We show them the culture. And most importantly, the people here assist us in doing just that. Exactly.
And keep in mind that we do actually live here in South Africa. We've been living here for about 7 years, about 7 years. Mm-hmm. And actually, we've been going back and forth for many years, like a lot of people do. And then ultimately, they make a decision on themselves to say, okay, I want to live here full time. And it just made sense for us. So I know there's a lot of people on the fence of saying, hey, do I want to go to Africa? Where do I go in Africa? There's so many nations. It's so big. It's this, that, and the third. But what we did was, we got here and we saw there was enough people out there that were like us, that were seeking something. It was searching. They was wanting. And so we set up a formal system so they could come and enjoy South Africa right along with us. So that's what we did. So our company's called the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. You can find us on all the platforms and so forth, but it's not about us right now because we got a lot of people that we bring and, we talk to them when they arrive in their first experience. And then at some point they got to go home. Yeah. They got to go back to the greatest country in the world.
In the world.
And so, I think we get a lot of messages once they leave.
We do. And the messages that we get are always the ones that when they've been home when they first land back home and they're feeling some kind of way. Yeah. But now we want to see how people are doing after they've been away for a while, see how South Africa's impacted their lives, if it's changed anything about them. So that's kind of the conversation we're going to have today.
Exactly. So without further ado, we're going to bring on a couple from the Midwest. I think they were from the Midwest. Yeah, I think they're from the Midwest.
Look, she's shaking her.
Yeah. Midwest, somewhere out there and whatnot. So let's go ahead and bring them on, and here they are.
Hey,
Blanton.
Hey, Mark, Dr. Latasha, how you all doing?
Good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
Is it morning?
Yeah.
It is. It's 11.
Yeah. Thank you. Happy New Year as well. Happy New Year. Okay. So we're gonna jump right into it. I know it's a special day there in the United States today. A very special day. It's MLK Day.
Yes.
It's MLK Day, and so we're going to enjoy that and reflect just a little bit and whatnot. But yeah, so how's the weather out there? I heard you guys are having a tremendous weather.
Look at her face.
Look at my face.
It's 8 degrees right now.
I'm sorry, what?
8 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right.
So that's single digits.
Oh, you got a number?
It's cold.
You got a number?
Yeah.
It's cold. And then we got like a bunch of snow. We usually don't get a ton of snow in southern Ohio. Mm-hmm. We got a bunch of snow.
Yeah. School was shut down 2 or 3 days last week, the week before. Yeah.
So that's what the weather's doing. So,
oh, man.
The weather over there is showing off.
Yeah, right?
And you guys are in the middle of summer.
Yes. I was out there just putting the little stuff in the pool to make sure it stays clear. Just a few minutes ago, actually. And currently, I think it's 90 degrees.
Yeah, it was 90
Fahrenheit. Yeah, 90 degrees. I think tomorrow we're going to dip down a little bit to 83, 84. It's bad.
It's bad.
You're gonna be freezing.
Y'all have it hard over there.
Right.
No, I know we're gonna do something to mitigate it somehow and whatnot. But yeah, it's really good to see you guys
Great
on
to
the
see you guys.
camera. Yeah, it really is. Hey, God dang, I remember how
We had such a good time. We had a great time.
Yeah, we did a good video and it was nice. And then I've watched it several times since then and whatnot. And I'll just remember how good of a people you guys were and how you guys represented, with some grace over here in South Africa.
Yeah.
So cool. So the the thing is, okay, then at some point you had to actually, get on the Delta or United and fly back to the United States. Okay.
Catch us up. Catch us up.
What happened since then?
Catch us up.
So I know when we first got back, we were in South Africa for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like we were there for 90 days or whatever, but we were so disoriented when we got back home.
Mm-hmm.
We just kept looking at each other like, you feel weird?
Yeah.
Jill was like, yeah, I feel weird. I'm like, what are we doing here? It was a strange, and we were home, but it was a strange feeling. And I've never had that feeling coming back from like vacation. Mm-hmm. I've had a feeling of missing a place and wishing I was back in the warm weather, but not this disoriented thing.
Yeah.
It felt different after being there. So I don't,
And then for me, when I got back to work, everybody just huddled around me and said, okay, tell me all about South Africa. And man, I pulled out that phone. I'm showing the videos, the lion park visit, the one-day safari, the wonderful young people that took care of us at the Houghton Hotel.
Yeah.
The tour through Soweto, the Apartheid Museum, video pictures, the Hector Peterson Museum.
Yeah.
Our tour guide, Aaron, and some of the other ones. Oh boy, they just the live up close pictures, video shots of the giraffes and the elephants and the lions. Okay. So I mean, they're hitting me with questions, and all we've been doing now has just been spreading the word. Literally
everywhere. We were at a party last night, and the photographer is a friend of Jude's, and he was like, you got to tell me about South Africa. Jude went out to the car, got his phone. This guy's trying to work and take pictures at the party, but he's trying to look at Jude's pictures from South Africa. This happened. This has been happening all year.
Yeah.
It's been happening. Everybody wants to know what's it like? What was it like? What was it like? And we finally kind of got over that disoriented thing, but I'm telling you, we have not stopped talking about it. We have not stopped, and everybody wants to know. Like, well, once we tell them how the trip was, the private tours and all that, they're like, "Well, who did you go through?" I was like, "I'll send you the link."
Yes.
And I said, "You can go the hard way, or you can do this way."
Yes.
So,
and when you tell them the VIP treatment, wait a minute, why are y'all in a truck that's just you two, and then everybody else's truck is filled to capacity? Like, well, going to South Africa properly.
Yeah.
Properly.
And then, of course, we're still watching your videos like we never came.
Yeah.
I love seeing the videos. And the cool thing is I watched some other content about South Africa, and I'm telling you, the itinerary was excellent because every time I watch a video in South Africa, I've been to at least 3 of the places in the video.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've been there. Yeah. I've been there. I've been there. Like and June was like, oh, that's such and such. I mean, you covered it.
Yeah.
You covered it.
Yeah.
So so we have been, we were trying to get back in November.
Trying to sneak in.
No, we were coming with you all. We were trying to get back for that real estate tour.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That thing was.
I saw the videos. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. We were trying, but it was too much of a push. I'm like, okay, let's calm down because we definitely are coming. We made a commitment. Whatever other trips we do, we're coming at least once a year until he retires. At least. Because we're,
I'll see you this year.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We had that conversation last night because we were trying to we got some other trips that we want to take, and but we've decided that this one is priority just because of what we're looking to do in the future.
Okay. So coming on a tour with us, it kind of gave you a true overall view of, you know, what it could be for you if you decided to retire at some point and possibly leave the country. It seemed like this is something that you could do.
It definitely, it was, I really, and I tell people that because everybody wants to know. I'm telling you, it happens every time. We were out to dinner with some friends in December, and they were like, did you guys ever go to South Africa? Because I talked about South Africa. I found you guys' video in 2021.
Okay.
I kept saying, we're going. We're going. I didn't know how. I hadn't planned. I just know we're going and we're using them. And so people heard me say that. And so this guy was like, did you guys ever make it? I'm like, oh, yeah. Well, how was it? It was amazing. And so now we have a group of friends. He's part of that group. And they all want to come. They all want to come for the group trip. Now, I don't know, you know how group things are. You don't, it depends on. Now, these people travel, but it's a consensus thing.
Yeah.
South Africa got the most votes, but we'll see how it all plays out. But we're coming.
We're coming. Yeah.
But I do feel like it gave us the trip gave us a great sampler. And we got to feel the country.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm glad that you said it that way, because people, they reach out to us and they feel like that we should just give them a couple of tips here and there, and then they can just figure it out from there. And the same shaking of the head that you have, I tell them. And then some of these people make their way here and they find out that they just came from a foreign country and they have no clue or nobody to talk to about what's happening. And then they, you know, sometimes they badmouth the country, talking about, you know, oh, because in America, this is how we do it. And this, I'm clearly like, I'm sure you jumped on a plane, flew for like 14, 15 hours. You didn't land back into America. You did go to a foreign country, and so forth. So, but those that have come with us on tours, who came several times on tours with us, that have now moved here or been here, or you know, are trying to make their way here, they feel so comfortable. Yeah, they met people. Yeah, they understand how it works, and then people are asking them, "Oh, what about the shock? What do you call it? The culture shock." And they're like, "No, we didn't have any culture shock. We came with the real South Africa. We got exposed, and because like if y'all came right now, it's clear you would not have any culture shock. You'll be like, oh yeah,
right,
well,
right. I'm getting off like Sawabona. Hey, where's Keith? Where's Thule?
Oh, we still keep in touch with our people.
Where's Bongo? Where's Big Boy?
We keep in touch with our people.
Where's Boosie?
Yeah,
I love that.
Yes.
That's right. Because before you left, you guys made like quite a few connections with the not just with the staff, just like people that you ran into and met and had conversations with. Like you were really heavy into that creating community and a network before you left.
Yeah, that's important to us in general.
Yeah,
it really is.
It
and
is.
And if we have time before the end, I made a little montage of that'll show you some of that if I can share it.
Yeah,
but it's I don't know, the people were great, but if I came back, I would feel extremely comfortable. We decided to make our first trip, just stay in Johannesburg. So we still need to see some of the other areas.
Yeah, of course.
Coming back to Johannesburg, I mean, I got the lay of the land. You guys had us all over that place.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you.
You had us all over that place.
Yeah. And we see it in the video.
Yeah, that's what it's like. Oh, I have not watched one video that featured Johannesburg where we haven't been to several of the places.
Yeah.
So
it's cool.
It's very cool.
It is.
And it's a big city. Like I tell people, like you can wing it. You're not gonna. It'll be hard, just like any big city that you're unfamiliar with. And even though it's familiar, you know, the accommodations, the infrastructure, it's a different culture.
Mhm.
It is, yeah.
You do feel that, not in a bad way, but you are in someone else's country,
Mhm.
and you just need to get, sit back and learn.
Mhm.
So my question for you guys is, what have your conversations been like since you've been back?
Hey,
Yeah, what have they been like?
I've had 2 conference calls with my nephew AJ Sims. He's in Syracuse, New York. He wants to come, and he's saying, "Hey, I need to reach out to them, and I want to do my call." So be expecting some type of connection from him in this year or next year.
Yeah,
Yes.
And he's a young man. He's coming by himself.
By himself, yeah.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just talking to everybody about it. Wherever we go, it's the real South Africa tourism and travel.
Mm-hmm.
Look them up.
What about to each other? What kind of conversations are you having to each other?
Yeah, I know y'all be turning it up.
So no, we do. Now the thing that comes out of my mouth the most is like, I will not grow old in this country.
Right.
Wow.
I want to grow older someplace where they still respect.
Yeah.
Elders.
Yes. And where it's still some semblance of community and loving people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't know, that South Africa, I don't know, it's just special. The people are special. The place is beautiful.
Just keep, again, I got 4 years before I retire. So we're really planning. So the goal, once a year until I retire.
At least.
The real estate tour. We see you have the real estate tour for Durban in July. And we're saying, okay, do we get to that? Or do we just miss that and just fall back or whatever? So we're talking.
Yeah, we're
it's true.
Yeah, we're in a strategic planning. It's not just let's just go have fun.
Right.
It's like let's try to get the best bang for the trip.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Like, see, so we were discussing it. We discuss it all the time. We were literally discussing it at the party last night.
Mm-hmm.
We were sitting it was a sit down dinner. We were sitting there and we were like, so what we gonna do?
Right. Let's look at this.
And what about our friends? You was like, well, we got to stay focused.
We gotta stay focused. Right. Because you want to bring them along, but at the same time, our plans is different.
It's not just vacation.
Yes, it's not vacation. Yeah. Yeah.
You guys have a direction and a purpose, it sounds like.
Yes. We do. I mean, to the point where, okay, it's time to start purging stuff.
Oh yeah. We look at our house differently.
Yeah. Let's go in there and talk to the retirement office, find out what's this. Okay, I just got another increase. What does that mean? And okay, a couple more increases or maybe possibly another promotion. Okay, that's going to take us up. Okay, let's pay. And no debt, Harley.
We've been purposeful about all of that.
Yeah, let's really get an aggressive plan to pay knock off our mortgage, So yeah. No, we're not buying any more cars.
No.
Yeah.
No,
not over here.
Not over here. No, we're the cars are paid off, and we're just gonna ride them out, and it's convenient for me because I just walk to work.
We live downtown.
I have access to a company car to do company business, but this thing is different.
We see our whole life different.
Mm-hmm.
We just, and even just how you normally as a human think about, in 6 years or 5 years, I'm going to try. It's like everything is filtered through. We're probably not going to be here. Yeah. So, and it's very purposeful. We've lived in this city and in this country all our lives. We want to do something different.
Yeah. And then also, okay, when do we need to call Mark and Dr. Latasha to, get going again? Is there another opportunity for a real estate tour, like in November, like you normally do, or is it just July this year?
Well, we're doing one in July because I'm gonna tell you what's happening. Let me tell you exactly what's happening. Take off my glasses. I can't see. Let me put these glasses back on. Yeah, glasses. I don't know, but no. What's happened is, because like the way you guys are talking, that was me and Tasha back in 2013.
Okay.
No one to talk to. Nobody. about. We tell people, they thought we was crazy. They thought we were playing. Or you guys are not really going to do this. So then we came back and we kept going back and forth to where people would call me. I still have my AT&T phone. And so, but it would ring over here and people like, hey, Mark, tonight, let's all go to Chili's meetup. I'm like, Chili's? I'm in South Africa.
Living the life.
Well, Chili's, I'm going to give me some real food.
Right.
And, so, that was us. So that's who that's what you guys sound like.
Yeah.
And we made all the changes. So when I got people on the phone, and I'm going to answer your question. When I got people on the phone and they're like, I just want to move, and they just want to go straight from A to Z or be doing what we did. And I think about our journey, and I'm like, we couldn't have done that. We would be setting ourselves up for failure, and we would come here and we would crash and burn.
Yeah.
We will, but we ultimately figured it out, and we did what we had to do. So then we put this thing in place. So when people like Jude and Candace show up from I think Cincinnati somewhere. Yeah, Cincinnati somewhere. Then they can walk the path, and we can sit back and we can, do it. And then you guys do it as well, because you're going to be helping. Somebody's going to come to you, and you're going to be like, listen, and they're going to be like, no, I just want to, because I'm tired of America. I just want to move.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll be back. You'll be
right.
You'll be back. But to answer your question about the Durban tour, the Durban tour came out of necessity because we've had a lot of people go to Durban, a lot of people. People have, obviously didn't go with us, but they went to Durban. And so every time we talk about a Johannesburg trip, because of how nice it is out there, because of the beaches, because of the coastal property, it's actually a little bit cheaper, out there in Durban. The bang for the buck is even greater. People were like, are y'all going to do a Durban tour? Y'all going to do a Durban tour? So I said, you know what? Let's do this Durban tour. Let's get these people out here. Are we connected in Durban? Of course we are. We just never did it. And the professionals on that side wanted us to do a Durban. They like, well, why don't you just bring some of them here? Because we want to be able to show them what we have available and whatnot. So yes, we will probably do a Johannesburg tour. I don't know if it's going to be in November. I don't know when it's going to be, because it does take a lot of effort to put all this stuff together. And, we got people coming all the time. We just had 4 people just leave yesterday. It was sad. They were sad.
I know how they felt.
They got the blues.
Yeah. They sad puppies, but they got their stuff together. They're going to be back. I think they're in their 60s. One's my age, 56, and then the rest of them are early 60s, and they're like, they had some crazy stories. Like, we didn't know. The one gentleman been here several times, but he hadn't been with us, and he's like, this is completely different than
interesting
stuff. It's completely different. So hopefully we will be able to do another one. But currently, what we have actively going is the Durban tour, and that's going to be stunning. It's going to be stunning because we're going to have access to some stuff that if you try to do the same thing in the States, pretty much anywhere, even on the Gulf Coast, you're paying 700, 800,000. These are way down, and that Indian Ocean is nice. So this is a choice. It's a choice.
Yeah, we were talking about it because it's like, we've never been to Durban, and it's on our list to go.
Yeah.
So it's like, do we do that? Then, and maybe we can do that and add some days and hang out in Joburg.
Do a 10-day Joburg Durban, because that exists too.
Yeah.
We've been doing all the scenarios. We just haven't nailed it down yet.
He was like, I'm trying to figure out.
I do want to see Cape Town.
Yeah.
And
is there?
It was like, I don't really want to tack Cape Town on to like Durban in July, because that's winter in Cape Town.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So I don't want to do that.
Durban to be mild.
Yeah.
Durban to be very mild. But like I said, you got time. I wouldn't rush it. I mean, like I said, it took us many years to get where we are. Even my sister who moved here, it took them many years. It just takes time to get your steps measured. But and I see that you guys are doing it. So in the meanwhile, just enjoy the journey. And of course, now you're the resident South African
experts in there.
Oh, we accept that and we feel it.
Hey, boy, Candace got this whiteboard, and like she said, she knows the time of the year. Okay, it's cold here, so we might not want to go, and then we do it this way. Man, yes, she's a subject matter expert.
When they
so at this point, it sounds like there's very few days that you are not thinking or talking about South Africa.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
And it's been that way. You guys were here last March, right?
March. 10 months ago. Yes.
And you've been talking about it almost every day since March.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes. Or somebody is calling us about it, and
we have
again,
many people
so many
want
pictures
to know.
Yeah, show me pictures. Wait a minute, y'all did what? How?
Yeah.
No, you don't want to go over there trying to piecemeal this thing yourself.
No.
It's peace and comfort. You done flew 15 hours
Yeah.
in that airport, and there's that guy with your name on it, and you just go get in that car and let him drive you and tell you all about what's going on in South Africa.
Yeah, it's the only way to go.
It's the only way. Yeah.
Because all you have to do is see what's next on the itinerary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it matters. It matters.
It does matter because it would be, I can't imagine trying to figure that stuff out on my own.
Yeah.
It would be overwhelming and you wouldn't see all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get to see it.
Oh, and then we just finished talking to a lady that goes to church with us. Single lady. She's wanting to go. She was going to go with another group to another part of Africa, and something happened, and Candace was like,
it wasn't proper.
It wasn't proper. Right. And Candace said, "Hey, let me tell you about South Africa."
We'd already told her, and she reached out to me. She said, "I was going to go on this trip with these people in a different part of Africa." She said, "But the lady won't call me back." She said, "It's just too much money to be doing that." She said, "Your trip didn't sound like that." I'm like, "My trip was not like that."
No.
I said, "You should make your first trip to Africa, to South Africa."
So she's sticking close to us.
Yeah, she was trying to go, but she couldn't find anybody to go with her that would drop those dollars. And so she just said, just let her know the next time we go. She won't. She is not going to necessarily be on our itinerary, but she'd like to be there in country the same time we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make that
so let me ask you this. You know, obviously we're a Black-owned company, so we get a little bit of scrutiny here and there, simply because we've been Black-owned companies before this and before that, and so we understand this. We have people that we wanted to hire, and they was like, "Oh, literally doing the interview, because when you work for Black people, it's janky." And I'm like,
"Oh, really?
Oh,
wow!"
But hey, it is what it is. So we've been there before. But did it seem like we knew what we were doing?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, Jude and I both are super particular.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more on the details. He's more on it needs to be in order. Mm-hmm. And I picked all of that up just watching your videos.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I'm not in the habit of watching a YouTube video and saying, "Oh, I'm going to give these people my money." You know what I mean? It's not the norm. But I just started watching those videos, and I heard the things I needed to hear. Like the things you were saying were things that resonated with me. And I'm not a girl. I'm not roughing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
No.
I don't either. Yeah. Look, Tasha, we don't rough it.
I don't know what that life is like.
I'm not sure. Somebody else can do it. But I paid attention to how you did things. And I don't know, it was just, I connected. I just connected. I'm like, I think these are my people, and I think I'm gonna trust it, and I'm gonna do it. And I've started, I've always watched travel content, but I was like, dude, you gotta watch this. And then after that, it was like, our little evening show.
So you were the catalyst, and he followed. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then jump on board and then just start really looking at it. And it's like, no, let's go.
And then, you know, I lost my mom in 2019, and Jude lost his mom in 2023. And I don't know what it is about, you don't have to wait till that, but when, I don't know, something about losing your mom and you're not tied to nothing.
No.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
It's like, and I still got my dad. I love him to death, but you know, he's independent, semi-independent. But he said, he's like, I'll go too. He's 84.
Right.
He was like, I took him to the doctor the other day. He was like, you know, I don't know. He said, I think you and Jude got something going. I thought y'all was talking crazy initially, but I don't know. He's like, I might go with you.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we won't be the first one in the 80s to show up here and never leave.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I told him that, but everything. I don't know how people can watch the videos and not see that you know what you're doing.
You don't. Yeah.
Because it's evident to me.
Yeah.
And on the ground, I'm telling you, I'm the plan. I plan all the travel, like the logistics, the flights, and it's tedious.
Mm-hmm.
So I love getting on the ground and not having to do anything.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yes.
Just go downstairs to breakfast and get you a very nice breakfast.
Oh, beautiful,
Man.
delicious, great service,
Yeah.
beautiful setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, and you guys you have us spoiled.
Yeah.
Because when we think about some of the other places we may want to go, I would tell you, I'm like, yeah, I need their version of the real South Africa because I'm trying to do all this.
Right.
I'm not trying to do it, but yeah, it's I love how you guys lay it out. I love how you care about our experience.
Yeah.
That's evident.
Yeah.
You care about the experience, and I love the details. It's all travel to me is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna spend the money, like have a great experience, like that we haven't stopped talking about. It's gonna be almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We literally have not stopped talking about it, and I'm telling you, if we were this close to trying to get there in November,
Right.
it would have been a little irresponsible.
Hey.
So we were like, calm down.
Like, huh? Okay.
I mean, we could have done it, but
Right.
it was like, we're like sensible, practical, responsible.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
She was like, it would have been so irresponsible.
Oh,
We thought about it, but we thought about it.
But you know what's funny? I think we had 5 additional people that over the number that we would normally have.
Okay.
Because here we are, because normally 30 days out, we shut everything down.
Yeah.
We were like at day 28, 27. People was calling, talking about,
Really?
come on, I just need to get on this trip.
love
And
We had people 1 week out.
Yeah, we
I
had
was
people.
like, how is this still happening?
I'm like, these people, they were serious. Like, let's go ahead and we're going to make the payment, and so of course we got everything planned to like exactly much of everything to include rooms, and we had to shuffle everything around to make it work, and it did, because we have a lot of resources on our side. We got the relationships. We can go into these places. They know who we are. The moment we walk in, they're like, oh, there's a real South Africa. What can we do for you guys?
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't talk to nobody but general managers and hire to get things done. Probably hire Tasha, talk to GMs, but I'm normally, if something goes wrong, then I'm talking to ownership of the place, and they usually, they're very happy because of, we bring in a lot of international clients, such as yourselves. They come and y'all behave and y'all do good. And he said, and we try to bring, proper people to South Africa, simply because the footprint, we don't have a real big footprint as African Americans, as you probably already know. I remember in the video, you told the story about the one, I think it was a white gentleman who was afraid to go out the hotel.
And trying to connect to us, like maybe
I will just go with you all. I'm like,
like, no, you're not.
It's private.
It's private.
Yeah, very private. Yeah. And that's the one thing that we try to do. We want everything to be private.
Yeah.
You know, people think I don't know what people's concept of private is, because I don't think people know. But you got to have your own stuff. You got to have your own drivers. You got to have your own reservation. Everything is sorted out for you. And normally we don't travel that way as Black people. We generally don't. But in this case, if you come into South Africa, if you like Jude said, you flying 15 hours. Sometimes 16. Matter of fact, there was a story. One lady who came on our tour told us they flew 3 hours towards South Africa. Something happened with the plane. Don't know what happened. They flew back to Atlanta, sat on the tarmac. Then they put them on another plane, and then they end up starting over from scratch. So that's like 6 hours in the air. Then she got on the plane. Then they got a new plane, and then they had to start over. But they got here. They saw what they was getting into.
They can rest.
And they was like, yes. It was worth it. Yeah.
It is worth it to not have to think and have just an amazing experience. And because I used to be the person like what's happening? Let me travel. Let me plan it. Let me see. And in your videos, you'd always say, let us handle it. Like it's your first time. We're on the ground. And I'm like, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna release that and just trust. Well, it was from watching the videos. I heard what I needed to hear. And I felt like, okay, I can release it. And now I don't want to pick it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm done. I'm like,
man. Sure.
Travel can be a lot of work.
It can. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, we really appreciate those who trust us, and we let them know, especially after it was over, because we understand people got a little bit of skepticism here and there, and then they come and they're like, for example, we asked you guys, hey, would y'all want to do another I guess a return back to America video? I don't know what it would be called, but and you guys took the call. But there were people that they get off the plane sometime and they're like, oh, I don't want to do a video, and I never asked. I generally don't. I didn't ask. And then probably by near the end of their tour, they'd be like, hey, people need to know about this.
See, come on now.
People need to know. And, I feel like it's my responsibility to tell people. So I got that little camera, I pop it out and they start talking. And I'll be like, okay, yeah. You were the same person who on the phone didn't want to go on Safari Drive. Oh, I don't want to go on Safari Drive. What about my room? Is it going to be nice? What type of food? All the stuff, which makes sense because you've never been here. Yeah. And by the time they come and they go through everything they go through that we provide, their whole situation just flips.
Yes.
And it's good to see.
Yes.
Yeah, Jude, before we were counting down our trip, Jude was like, we doing a video.
Jude
was determined. I was like, Jude, they're busy. We don't even know if we're going to meet them. Like, you got to be flexible. Jude was like, we doing a video.
And look, and you know what? That video, after you posted it, I got a text from a friend of ours that I work with. Like, man, y'all in South Africa? He said, y'all can't hide. And I was like, man. So
because we didn't even really tell anybody until we got back. And
what?
Yeah. And then, but he called us.
Yeah, he called us. Yeah, he called us. He's like, man, y'all can't hide. Y'all in South Africa.
And then when we went out to lunch with Asha, and Jude was like, are we gonna meet the Blantons?
Right, we're gonna. I gotta. What?
And then I guess you guys had texted her. She was like, "They're gonna meet you at your hotel at 7." I'm like, "Thank God."
Yeah. Like the little kid that want to see Santa Claus.
Oh my God! Well, it was good to meet you guys as well. Sometimes we can't. Yeah. Like I said, sometimes we can't. People think that we're just sitting static. Like as I'm sitting here, me and Tasha was chatting earlier. I think next week, probably Tuesday. I don't know. We'll probably be in Durban for a few days. We got some things to do out there. Yeah. And we always around the country doing all kind of different things.
I watched the videos. You guys are,
and we realized that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
so we appreciated the time you took out.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It meant a lot to us just because we were just so excited about it.
It meant a lot to us that you wanted to do the videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you for sharing your story.
Yes, I'm like, let's see, and I always want to do a video. These kind of things, love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they're helpful the way other people's videos were helpful to us.
Yeah. So now you guys are the connect there in Cincinnati. Everybody know y'all celebrities, and then when they see this video, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, they always doing something big. So do you think our people, now you be honest, I mean, let's talk about it. It's MLK Day.
Yeah.
Exclusively. Just saying.
Yes.
MLK Day exclusively.
That's right.
Today. Only thing that's happening.
That's right.
Yeah. That's
Amen.
it. Yeah. I'm just saying. Everybody should come to Africa at some point.
I agree.
Man.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, put it down. I know we got our traditions here and this, that, and you set in your ways. But on that rotation of traveling, okay, yeah, you do the islands, yes, and then you go to Europe. No, Africa needs to be on that list. South Africa needs to be on that.
Yeah, in Africa, period, for sure. Especially if you have walking around the earth with African DNA.
Yeah, all day long.
And you've never been, you need to go.
You need to go. Yeah.
You need to go.
Yeah.
And I knew after watching you guys' videos that South Africa was the best first trip for me.
Yeah.
And but whatever country people are interested in, they should go.
Yeah.
It's an amazing experience.
Yeah. And it's people want it. When you tell them when we tell them we've been, their eyes get big. People want to go. It's more people out there that want to do this,
they just
but
don't know how.
Yeah. And they get caught up in the visuals that's been painted of South Africa or Africa. No.
But you can tell, you're right. Most of the people we talk to, there is like a desire, like, oh, I want to do that. But I kind of was like that when I've always wanted to go because I had relatives who spent a lot of time in Africa. It seemed like the big unattainable trip.
100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you get that, like, man, I want to go, but it's so wow, like how, and it's big and it's expensive, and honestly, like I said, I think all travel is pricey. It's just when you love to do it, you're gonna spend the money.
You're gonna spend the money. We're spending money on everything else.
No, true.
Depreciating vehicles.
I was gonna say, don't you think when people are saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go one day," or it's on my bucket list, that all they're doing is letting you know that it's not a priority for them. People will make you to do things that they really want to do. So if you really wanted to come to Africa or even to South Africa, you would find a way. You can find a way to go to Jamaica. You can find a way to pay for that cruise. It's not any different. It's the same process. You just happen to be flying a little bit further.
You got it. Because I mean, that's, once I started watching you guys' video, I didn't know the how or the when. I just kept telling you, we're doing this. It became a priority. We talked about it all the time. And once you do it, then it's, you know how, like anything, it's easier to do the next time.
Easier to do next
time. Yeah, absolutely.
It's just, you break through that mental wall of this is so big. And then you're like, oh, well, we did it. So we can do it again.
Do it again. Yeah. We're getting ready to do it again.
I see that. I'll be right here.
And it was, you know, it was our 20th anniversary year. So we were like, going, like, what better way? That was our anniversary.
I remember.
It wasn't until September, but that was our anniversary trip. But I don't know. It was just the best way to spend that milestone, being on the continent. It was so beautiful. The experiences were so varied. And when people ask us, like, well, what was it like? I was like, it's just a big, nice city. Like, it's like, if you've been to a nice city, it's a nice city with all the nice stuff you like.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, y'all didn't get to do safari then. Yeah, we did.
Did a one-day safari. Went to the lion park.
Then I'm like, what was that like? I'm like, amazing. It was amazing.
How can this feeding the giraffes Pringles? This is a question. Wait a minute, man.
That was the only snack she had.
You know that giraffe you were feeding Pringles to just had a baby.
No way. Really?
She had a baby.
She was, you know, and the little montage we have to show you guys, I'll put a part of that clip in there. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I was just wide open and like ready for the experience of South Africa, because when I was so close to that big giraffe, I had no fear. Mm-hmm. And people were like, "Oh my God, you were so close." I had the most peace. She wasn't scary. She didn't scare me. I mean, you know, I'm a city girl.
Welcome to nature.
I love nature. I have never been that close to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt, I don't know, the peace you feel on like the game drives.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Being out there in like truly God's country. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It is. It is. Yeah. I'm in love with the cheetahs now.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, boy.
But you talked about being safe out there, you know, with amongst the animals and stuff like that, which is good because it is safe for the most part. I mean, pretty much it's safe. I've been on enough game drives to not being out there worried about Tasha or worried about anything.
Yeah.
But again, some people's concerns because, you know, they love, you know, we all watch our CNNs or MSNBCs or whatever. And then, of course, they show Africa or South Africa and they say, oh, it's not safe, ... Did you feel safe with your wife being there?
I did. Out there in the one day safari, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then
I'm talking about in the city.
Oh, period. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we went outside the hotel and just kind of hung out there and talked to the folks. Went Santon City Mall, Mall of Africa. We just moving. Yeah. Oh man, yes.
Yeah, and I tell people that I'm like, it is literally, it's not different than any other big city.
Yeah,
like the city we live in, what is called a mid-sized city, and there are areas where I'm not going.
We don't go, but we don't have no problems, you know.
Yeah, and we don't get it as much because it's cool to live downtown now. But we moved downtown when it was transitioning.
Yeah.
And people would always be like, ooh, what's it? I mean, like spooky and scary. And I moved down here as a single woman before I ever got married. When you did too, as a single man. And it's, you have to know where you're going.
100%.
But I mean, it's the same thing. It's not, that's why going on a like curated tour with the real South Africa made such a difference. I didn't have to figure out if I was in a safe place or not.
Right.
Yeah.
It was already set. So the places that would be dangerous for South Africans, you know, so it's us.
Right.
It's like, you know, to not send us there. So
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, we do that in every city.
And then even in your travels, okay, even if you're going to Europe, they say, no, you're not going this way.
Right. It's not unique.
Yeah, it's not unique.
And then when we do have people that try to, and not that you can't go out on your own, but the people that have asked us, hey, I want to go here, and it's like 8 p.m. I'm like, absolutely not.
Right. And right.
Yeah. So
I mean, and I don't even do that in my city. We walk to the gym together. But if I'm going by myself, even though it's around the corner, I get in my car because I don't do nighttime walks.
100%.
Yeah.
So by myself.
Do things to stay safe. That's all you do.
It is literal common sense. But what I tell people is the nice stuff in Joburg are nicer than the nice stuff here. I'm like, even like the nicest mall here, it's not dirty or anything like that, but there's just another level of cleanliness and the restrooms there, the care to take about. I would tell, I was like, oh, I miss those clean Joburg public restrooms.
Yeah.
they're very clean. Nice. They got a door that goes from the top all the way to the floor.
So anybody look
versus that little Yeah, it's incredible.
You don't see random pieces of paper on the floor. I mean, it is very clean. They still care about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And when we were going home, oh my gosh, we already didn't want to go. You know, our flight, we were sitting on that airplane for what, 2 or 3 hours?
Yeah.
For 3 hours, and it got canceled.
It got canceled.
Why did you tell us that?
I thought I sent you a text about it, but Delta took care of it.
Yeah,
that's why. Because I would have, but and I'm just like, and it's first you panic, like I'm someplace I don't know, so I'm like, okay, they got hotel.
Yeah, but we would have sorted you out.
Yeah.
And I would have if it was like, but they were like, go to the counter, whatever. So basically, we weren't leaving till the next day. Delta put us up in a hotel, and we didn't have to pay for anything. But the hotel was, you know, budget hotel, which was fine. So we're like, what kind of, like, after what we just experienced, I'm like, what are we gonna be in? So it was definitely not what you guys put us in, but I was still, and it was older and, you know, different level, but I would still say I was nervous about what I was going to find in there. It was spotless. Yeah. It was old, but it was spotless.
They maintained that.
I was like, this is an old hotel, but it's not a raggedy hotel.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I even that, I was like, thank God. But it ended up being okay. And then we got out the next day.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get out of here in just a minute, but this is what I want to know from you guys. Better yet, let me ask you this: what is the real South Africa to you guys? Open-ended, fact-finding question.
Yeah.
You going or you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
For me, the real South Africa is a possibility model. It shows you what's possible beyond what you know for where you are, whether you're young, mid-age, senior citizen. It shows a different, beautiful, soulful way of living, a way of vacationing if you don't want to live like that. But it's a possibility model. That's what it did for me. It showed me that because Jude and I were always saying we were going to live somewhere else once he retired, and once we were, you know, dealing with parents and whatnot when we could. And my criteria was I don't rough it. I needed
all your stuff.
I need all my stuff. I really do. But I also wanted to live in a place where I can build community and where I could see me.
Yeah.
And I didn't know until I saw your videos. So it was it was a possibility model. The real South Africa was a possibility model for me. It changed the way I saw what was possible for my future.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And I would say the real South Africa tourism and travel bridges the gap between U.S. and SA.
Yes, big time.
You bridge that gap.
A beautiful bridge.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. You're talking about boots on the ground, grassroots effort, laying a solid foundation, a company that's laying a solid foundation. Because you think about it, when you have a solid foundation, everything that comes afterward is banking on that solid foundation.
Absolutely,
it's going to crumble. No, you all are building a solid foundation or have built a solid foundation, and now you're just putting everything in place. Yes, and I'm glad to be a part of the experience.
Me too.
As it continues to go up.
It's happening. It's
happening.
I know.
Yes. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You guys are doing something very special.
Candace, will you send me that montage?
Yes.
Oh, I will. Let's see. Who's techie over there? How do I do that?
You got to find some young folk.
I know, because it's like, yeah.
Can you just send me the link or email them to me?
I did it in iMovie. Can I do that?
Oh yeah, you can send it to me.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I think I can help you with that.
Yeah,
But we can
we'll get it because I want to put it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. I'll get it to you.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Well, thank you, good people for coming on.
Thank you.
Obviously, you guys are going to be motivating others as well because they're going to be like, oh, they remind me of me. So I'm going to do what they did.
Exactly.
That's what you all did for us.
Yeah, we're ambassadors. We're ambassadors for y'all.
Yeah.
We're truly ambassadors. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brand ambassadors. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
In the Midwest. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you all.
Can't wait to see you guys.
Yes.
See you soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Bye, guys.
Hey, stay warm. Stay
All
warm.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. That was amazing that this couple is ecstatic, got a new way of a new attitude, and got a plan, and is trying to let others know like what's happening out here, and of course being brand ambassadors, letting everybody know that hey, that's what the real South Africa's doing. This is their experience, and they're just telling their story, the way that they see it, and we really appreciate that. What do you say, Tasha?
I thank them for telling the truth both times and just letting people know what we're here to do and why we do it.
Exactly. So we will see you guys later here at the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. Bye-bye. This is Mark Blanton, and this is
Dr. Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism.
And we have amazing packages to Johannesburg, Cape Town, and Durban. So we would like to see you guys here. All you have to do is just go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and we'll make sure that your trip here is amazing.
See you here in sunny South Africa.
All right, guys, join us in South Africa on this special tour that we're putting together for you guys. Those of us who like great spas, luxe experiences, great food, great venues, like top-notch everything, this tour is for you. They're not too different than our regular tours that we normally do to Johannesburg, Cape Town, but this one is going to be extra special because you're going to get a chance to meet the chefs. You're going to get a chance to, just chill out. And of course, there's going to be a lot of shopping involved. So just go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you too could be chilling in South Africa. And if you've never been to South Africa or you've never been to Africa, well, this is the perfect time for you to book that trip to make sure everything is taken care of, because we take care of your transportation, we take care of your hotels, your lodging, we take care of all your venues where you're going to eat. I mean, this is a no-brainer. It's the easiest way to travel, and to travel proper is to have everything selected for you, sorted, so you can have an amazing time. So all I can say is book this trip, and of course, go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you're going to have the most amazing time possible. See you in sunny South Africa. All right, guys, the real estate tour for 2025, it has been set. We're going to Durban. Durban is amazing, as you can see. A lot of coastal villages, a lot of coastal property that you're going to be able to see right there on the Indian Ocean. We're going to be having a lot of events while you guys are there. Just like the 2024 trip, they were surprised of how organized and how well it was, and that they had access to property, and you're going to be able to have access to property as well. So if you ever thought about having property in sunny South Africa, this is your chance. I would say book this trip immediately, come through. Of course, we have payment plans and so forth. And of course, we have a lot of content on our YouTube channel talking about what they did in 2024 and in 2023 and in 2022. So I would say for you guys that are interested, come to sunny South Africa Real Estate Tour.
Imagine a place where your history comes alive and your future unfolds. Welcome to South Africa, where Black excellence meets natural wonder. From the vibrant streets of Johannesburg to the sun-kissed beaches of Durban, a journey of discovery awaits. The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism understands your journey. Because it's our journey too, we've curated experiences that speak to the Black American soul, ensuring your trip is not just a vacation, but a homecoming. From safaris that bring you face to face with majestic wildlife, to wine tours in the lush Cape winelands, we offer adventures that cater to every taste and interest. So why are Black Americans flocking to South Africa? Because here we don't just visit, we belong. Book your unforgettable journey today with the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. Discover your roots, embrace your future. The Real South Africa awaits.
All right, guys, this is Mark Edward Blanton from the Real South Africa. And guess what? Our visa services is back. We're going to be helping you guys with visas because we all know that it can be problematic to get a visa here in the Republic of South Africa. So what we have done, we partnered with a big company that will assist us, and we've checked them out. We recommend that their services are very, very proper. Of course, we go with proper here in the Republic of South Africa, and they can assist you. So if you have questions about, do I qualify for a visa? Then that's when we have our consult. You get a consult with these guys. They will literally go through everything with you. And my expectations is for you to ask all the questions that you need to ask so you will know exactly which way to proceed. So they work in every arena of immigrations. So it would definitely help us who are looking to migrate to the Republic of South Africa. And all I can say is first, come on a trip, of course. And once you come on a trip, then you will be motivated to do all the work that needs to happen for you guys to come to South Africa properly. So all I can say is this is a great team. This is a great situation. All I can say is, again, reach out to us at outreach@therealsouthafrica.com. We will respond to you, and then you'll get an email, and then the process has began. Okay, so we will see you guys here properly in sunny South Africa.
South Africa has partnered with the firm to give you more options for payment. Please visit our website to find out more.
Do yourself a favor. Come to South Africa. Come to the Kruger and enjoy what is meant for you to enjoy. Look at this environment. Can't you see yourself enjoying yourself right here with the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism? Well, we can make it possible, and we could do this for you today. Go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and book, and you'll be part of something like this, something very special, something you can tell your friends and families that you did. And yes, this is Africa. This is the Africa that they do not want you to see, but we're going to show it to you, and we're going to make it available. And yes, we've been there ourselves, and we feel that this is the best experience that you can actually have here in the Republic of South Africa. So come here on safari with us. And of course, visit our website, therealsouthafrica.com. All right, guys, welcome to the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. We are a travel company based in Johannesburg. However, we can get you to Durban because look at what you're looking at. Isn't that amazing? Can't you imagine yourself just hanging out here for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days? I'm trying to tell you, you're probably not going to want to leave like a lot of our guests from the past. However, all you have to do to come here is reach out to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you can come and enjoy and see what South Africa is really about. There's so much here, so much to do between the beaches, between the culture, between the food and everything else. And of course, the people here in South Africa, in this place called Durban. We will see you here in sunny South Africa. It is time for a vacation, and where else would you want to go? Look at South Africa as one of the premier destinations in the world. We have Cape Town, we have Johannesburg, and of course we have Durban, and of course some of the best attractions in the world. We offer 5-star experiences here in South Africa, and of course the cultural side of South Africa as well. Contact us now here at The Real South Africa.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.